You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got... Yeah! And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to be...
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. Oh, all right. Let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by... Great. Let's...
Alrighty, we continue on with the story.
Sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's... My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina... Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home. Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most... You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could you tell us a bit more about...
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotion. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards...
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person... On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to...
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect... Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Davia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live, and the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict, but once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make...
Aw, thank you so much,
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and...
You know, hold on, just to make sure that now I can't really tell. So wait, hold on. So you got in Fontaine, Navia is obviously the one that's struggling the most. In Sumeru, in Sumeru, the one character that's struggling the most will go to Kale. No, I'm stupid. Navia, Wanderer, Inazuma, Katehara Kazuha. Liyue Xiao in Mondstadt. It's between 3 characters in Mondstadt: Kaya, Razor, and Venti. Though And D-Luke. If I had to say though, I think it'll be I think it'll mostly be D-Luke. So yeah, I was wrong about that. Okay.
A letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
You know, I say most of the female characters, if not all, or if not the ones that are mostly struggling in all these darn nations, are female characters. But no, they're not.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your
Thank you for arranging everything for us.
Excuse me, miss.
Adele.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
She looked like my darn art teacher. Either my art teacher or one of the other teachers I have in my school.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so...
You don't understand.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you, and to all of us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay. this for the jokes and stuff? I feel like just putting in her.
Time for afternoon tea.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House? Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside. And we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened?
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then, I'll leave Mr. Callis's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callis the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callis, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callis's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
You know what? I think I should. Okay, so this may be a dumb or smart idea, but it is an idea.
Over here.
Bro, this is like insane. Can you like hurt them in there? Actually, no.
Over here. Cue the spotlight.
Busted.
Judgment. Let the magic begin.
Quietly now. Easy money.
And she needs, I say, yeah, this resource here. Oh. Hydro Eidolons? They're gone. Oh. These ones are not friendly.
Cue the spotlight.
Wait, what? Phantom. What in the heck? Okay, these are something. Yo, I was not expecting these guys to be freaking enemies. And hello, Corels. I'm sorry if I just butchered that name, but I'm like taken by surprise. Oh my lord, have mercy! They really did win out with this, I'm happy I cut myself in the dark about everything. If I'd known that these guys were freaking enemies, I would have just prepared myself to fight them. What type of attack is that? Uh-oh. Back up. My man is just doing a kamikaze attack.
See, just follow my intuition.
Where's she at?
We can do this.
Yeah, hello. How are you? To be honest, I'm shook that they're fighting that. Now I kind of want to see what some of my other enemies. Oh, they can come out of the water. I don't know if it be a bad idea to fight them on land, but no, you can't fight them on land. Seem like. That's so adorable. He, he's like putting his little guard up. You know, they get to live. Too shallow. You know, I'm happy that I don't have to go out to the ocean at all, because I have thalassophobia, so that's one good thing. Oh, rings I can just use. Ew, yeah. I'm going to still say this. The swimming part still reminds me of Azul. Uh, give me this. Give me your ability. Oh, snap. I miss. Oh yeah. Might take me a while to just you know, just take you out. I'll get there eventually. Okay, I'm actually kind of struggling. Okay. Wait, there's no waypoints. Wait, no. I think that's an enemy robot. There's a waypoint, like, somewhere around here. Oh my god! This is why I hate thalassophobia. This is why I hate it. Bro, it causes me to panic at random times where I feel like I'm about to go into the ocean. Either that or the water is literally under me is way too dark to even see. Actually, before I head on over there, let me go ahead and check out the light work real quick. Oh, yeah, let's not say that. Actually, yeah, light work. Yeah, just that for light work. Let's go. She can on Hazel in this darn DPS. What is this supposed to be, huh?
Let the show begin.
This thing can't do anything other than just be abused. Oh, like a little stationary tower that just shoots at me. That's not nice.
Just follow my...
Okay, we get more of these. We got 9 days to do all this stuff. So we just gotta like find and do the objective basically. But for right now, I'm not gonna really do that because I want to just explore. Bob. I still love how all this just like connect with each other. You is not off the hook. Ooh, love it. Splendid. Oh, this one done. Oh, well. Actually, I think she needs that one. Hold on. Okay.
Liking the look of this.
I'm grateful for this one nice stamina bar. What's this? Oh, these again?
Let's dance.
Well, I won't be able to fight them now. Let's like just leave it. Go fight some other people that's easier to defeat.
Quietly now.
Bop. Big bang. Bop. Bop. Come here. Oh yeah, I took a nice beating.
I'll protect us.
Bop. Didn't finish him off with some physical. They might need some pyro in here. And let's see, my go-to pyro character for today will be Chang, the one that does too much with Koba. Anyway, I think I'm ready to fight y'all now. I still gotta work on her a lot. Actually, it'd be better to just bring out. Oh, really?
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it. Bring it on. Get moving.
Oh, he does. He's doing that thing.
Nice and spicy.
Alrighty. Let us change some of the characters here real quick. I just gotten a really smart, dumb, and honestly a well thought out plan here. Actually, you know what, Toma?
Where we headed this time?
Why not?
Run with the force. Fire it up. I got you covered. I'll uproot you.
All right.
And trap. Don't get too close.
Stand with me.
Supporting fire.
Ooh, what's in here?
Easy like work. To be honest, that's just kind of surprising how they would just take him out that easily with just that team. Anyway, over on that side, and think I want to do. Instead of him, let's just do this. What? Where? Right here.
I hear you've got a job for...
Let's go over here and get the statue of the seven. Tomorrow's stream might be unique since I'll probably be searching for all the hydralisks. Or not hydralisks. Hydroalkali, I think they're called. Brother. You know what? Let's get my practice in real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get a little practice in going. I did not mean to do that, but it's... Okay, yeah, I'm learning my lesson right now. I don't know why you guys are so efficient at dealing damage. It's starting to really concern me. They cannot keep up with Yelan at all. Which is a yeah. Freaking Christ. God darn it. Just done with you. Just pass away.
Take it easy.
And all this, like, you know what? So many new enemies I'm fighting now. It's honestly ridiculous. Oh, that's right there. Let's just get the dip in real quick. I ain't gonna lie, the landscape of this area is nice. Quite dig it. Collect these real quick. Rainbow Rose.
Busted.
That is... Why are you attacking that thing? Oh, Jesus. What the? I just guessed. Do I shoot again?
Take it easy.
Did I go over muddy ground, huh? That was random, but hey, at least I was clean. By the way, I've been getting a lot of those. Yep, I knew it. So we're at 5. Like I said, I won't be wishing no more on this update. Just save, just in case. Well. Oh, I gotta kill these guys? Ouch. Oh, well.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's new.
Incinerate.
I just gotta break your thing, right? Yeah. Knew it. Dang. No. Just shoot that. Wait. Oh, great. This is. Mm. You know what? I haven't even thought about it yet.
This world is...
Water jet!
There's a place we can go underground at. What was that at? I think that's it right there. Yep, it is. Hmm.
Water jet!
Take it easy.
Hmm. So does that mean there's a third? Obviously, yeah, it does mean there's a third one somewhere. I knew it. I freaking, bro, that is just.
A reward on the road.
What?
Judgment!
Go! Bombs away!
Well, I guess extermination time. By the way, I'm just gonna be straight up, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to say it.
My mind is completely blank. I need to get out and unwind.
I want to have some fun here.
Wish me luck. Go, Barbara, go! Yeah. Cue the spotlight.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Let's dance. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wipe out!
I'll protect us. Let's dance. Hachi, let the show begin. Yeah. Yeah. Zip on up.
Go!
Hey yo, hey yo, like you been chilling, my guy? Yes, you are. You are. All right, all right, all right.
Understood.
Time to begin work?
Give me yours. Oh my lord. Hell, oh, okay, actually. Alright. You're doing too much. Hold on. Chill. Bro, you is a massive piece of work, huh? Okay. Yeah, you ain't scary. Even though I hate giant sea creatures. Actually, I just keep doing this to you. Never mind. Oh yeah, I can enter here. Like I just wanted to get this right over here and
Surprise!
yeah, just like goofing around. Oh yeah. Now, wait, what's that? Did I just find something on the map by accident? Hold up.
Step on up!
Let's dance.
Surprise!
Oh no, what the heck is this? Rift Hounds are freaking present. Of course, why won't they be present? What the heck is that? At this point, just give me away. Wait, what? So it's these guys I gotta fight? Hold on.
Over here!
Is the game telling me that because... Yep. I knew it.
Surprise!
Oh more, we get our sixth one.
Over here!
be perfectly honest, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. So I think I'm going on the safest route right now.
This is how
I'm just Mona. So what, I just like attack him or something? No. Oh yeah, this. You can try this. Let's see this. Whoa, okay, so now we are in the nitty gritty now. Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
access denied? Let me scry. The night is cold, decided by destiny. We're waiting. Not now. Delve into destiny. Stars, shine for me.
Oh, they just broke my Layla's sword. Oh my lord. I was about to say sword, but disease. Okay, so they damage.
Let me scry. Not now. We go. Go ahead. For Rex Lapis. Don't be scared.
They can swirl us too. That's
Born of ice and
not
frost.
good. Is it like their length?
Delve into depth. The night is cold.
Where if one falls, the other one does also? Or is it just like...
My tiny star. Get out of here. Everybody stand back. Cold. Mine to command. No touching. Blaze over. Not now. Decided by
They just casually just like walking me around in the middle of their dance. I don't like this.
Born of ice and frost. Let me scry.
Like, this is just...
Teamwork is dreamwork.
my god. Oh my god. Please.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh my lord.
Is it too late for an extension? My guiding stars.
Oh yeah.
Shadows of Police first base.
I hope she was not just one tap right there. Cause I think I need this, bro, more than anything.
Oh, mine's command.
Off we go.
I was correct of bringing
Not now.
a certain character. Bro, I don't know what to do. It's too much to keep up with. Why did I do so much damage? Why don't I just tank it?
My guiding
Kind of understand their attacks a little bit,
stars shine for me.
but that's just only a little bit. That's the issue.
Written in the stars. Let me scroll. Next on the agenda. No touching.
Not now.
Where you at? Where you at? Get behind me. Bennett. Never mind, that'll be Layla.
Benny's adventure team.
I don't even know why that even happened.
Access denied. All hail. Let me scry. Like it must. Press.
No. Okay. That is just menacing.
Destiny.
Oh, I did get a dart though. Yep. Uh. Trying to get a 6th one. Suddenly, I can just do this because what you call it? Let's see. Hold on. Let's do that. So 2, 6, 14. Let's revive most of my characters. That just used up most of my entire. that a challenge? Yeah, there I go. To be honest, I like to do this team a lot better. Because it was fun doing that.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Can I go catch up on my sleep?
Hey, Thierry, it's
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the...
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours?
Yes. These two. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you, hypothetically, wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you... I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's.
Sure. I will let him know.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to be...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes. I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me. So it'll take me. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet. So I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself.
Sounds good. Just let me. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it...
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of...
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense.
But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides, Jock, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since... but who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
So, let's see.
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under...
Yeah, had he actually tampered with the mecha, if the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out.
I'm believing it to be... My brain is telling me Marcel, but let's just try him out.
It is true that he was closest, but as Spina di Rosula's advised...
So you're saying he's too broke?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think...
Say Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business? Who could it be? You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel isn't...
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he...
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the 3, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight.
Oh, I swear to God, why should I do something cheap? I ain't gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say it, like, bluntly. I'm just gonna say it's like a more of a, like, mystery, but I swear, I should do something really cheap. Just to be like, oh my God. Just no. I swear to God, if it's something really cheap.
Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our...
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui Harbinger called...
Wait, child, why is he there?
What? Is that someone you know?
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the scene.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came... If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right, because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner... Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you.
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you there!
I swear to God, Traveler is just...
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malou's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Oh. Can I, like... There you go.
Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all. Ah, you're right. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear... In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Ain't no way. Tartaglia. Chill out.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to... Huh? What? Why is she
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior, but that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put the discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabaret. Huh? What con...
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking...
I wonder what happens if I screw up majorly here.
With it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please...
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really? Come on. Why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a... If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a...
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the...
Alright, so it's my turn. Alright, so... what we got?
Something's not...
So not him. Alright, let me think of it a little further. No.
vial of
I
clover
knew
was
it.
found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
I was saying I knew it not because, like, obviously people be joking and saying they got it first try. But no, I said I knew it because, like, it can only be one of those three there. So what is this one? Right here. Wait, no, what?
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and...
Then it has to be this one.
The testimony, however, unfortunately...
Let's say
Realizing
that was
this,
not.
the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This...
I was saying.
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things.
That's what I got. If she says, actually, let's let it play out real quick.
One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
That one was to be expected. I was not expecting that one.
Not at this very moment. I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's...
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Lenny.
Second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearance. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
Yeah. So what's up?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right.
By the way, I was right about the last question, but the first one I was not expecting, because that was just a given.
But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice?
Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's—
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Claran. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives in my line of work. I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between—
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial—
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reason, I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the— Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reason—
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle.
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for—
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
Uh-oh.
Merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone.
I was waiting for you to say...
Oh, no, what's going on here? Oh. I think it'd be wise for me. That's unfortunate. Wait, that's not really unfortunate. Hold on. Because I was just doing it earlier.
One with the force. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. Fire it up. Let's nip that in the bud. And shroud. Gotcha.
We need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Oh.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Wait, how do I do that? There's like a lot of momentum to do it. I don't know.
Quietly now. One with the force. Here's backup. Here comes the catch. I hear everything.
Just like we rehearsed.
Supporting fire. And shroud.
Just not realizing that Thomas thing is breaking. Easily. What do I have on him? Okay, well.
Can't see?
What the hell? Bro, what?
One with the force.
That dog just died, like, kind of just... Anyhow, by the way, for right now...
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
let me learn this real quick. Never mind.
What a drag. Don't get too close. Busted. One with the force. Quietly now. Supporting fire. These are about to get tight. Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see? Fire it up! Busted. One with the force. I hear everything.
Oh yeah, I nerfed Kale. That's why she's so weak.
Quietly now. Check this out. Here's backup. Can't see. Here comes the catch. Busted. And shroud.
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls? Huh? You mean the girls from this? And all the boxes of things. These written here? Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report. Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not determined the exact content the old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. What's this over here? Looks like some kind of... Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's... The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female... Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
All this is reshaping our boy Aether right now. Is what the sister was saying is true? Don't know. But that'll be for next time on Dragon Ball.
So that's why... Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vacher is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vacher was no No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case... Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, it's... We've looked at almost everything here. Yeah, we haven't found anything that... No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is, that way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. Paimon...
Wait. Move.
You take that side and Paimon... Nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either! Whoa, really? What Paimon see? Vinier. Isn't that Vacher's lover's name? Then you found her... Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love... many. A whole page's worth. But the final name she decided on was Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named... Oh, so you...
I've merely...
I was waiting for you.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vash.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and after your lover, Veneer, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment. You even created Marcel as a new identity, and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that,
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, you fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignere's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignere is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! Vignere, please, Vignere!
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Good. By the way, I would like to point out something really funny. I swear to God, after this, bro, either Child's gonna go... There's two things. or maybe 3 actually, because of 3 is both. Chai's gonna go fight Clorin, or we might be accused of doing something evil, all because of, you know, finding the darn evidence so darn easily.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he did.
With that, the series...
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
He's hurt so many innocent people, and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Tartagula, my boy. I ain't gonna say it, but you better not get exhausted at the end.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
Yo! Wait, hold on. No. Bro, wait, hold on. Nah. Hold on. Wait a damn minute, hold on. I skipped most of that. Even the game skipped, like the animation where it gets sent back to the Oratrice. Thinking that he would be not guilty. And he's... What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice...
Huh? This has never happened before.
What the hell?
Actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept. Guards, please take the suspect.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Oh my god! Nothing new to me, but... Oh, he's going into that form. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, ma'am. What? Nouvellette. Did he just...
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
There's a scratch on his face.
Hey, Monsieur Nouvellette, what's going on?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
What? I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah,
Wait.
the verdict's reliable or not, can results like this really be called justice?
Yo. Okay, no, this is not about to be like Samaru again. I already had my fair share of headaches and trying to understand the story of Samaru. No, I don't want that happen to Fontaine, bro. No joke, for the past 3 streams, I was talking about how good Fontaine was. Mainly the first stream with Lenny and Lynette, Nouvellette, freaking the music, the environment, the freaking atmosphere, ambience, and the rain that can make this place look better. Not to mention that freaking the stories that I'm hearing from this place is also awesome. Like, don't ruin that for me, please.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an... don't tell me. You thought even I...
But the way she looked just now, it was...
However, given the state of things, I
My
shall
head
give you
hurts.
an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of... and... of course, for every
Oh
person,
my
there
god, would you just shut up?
unfolded exactly
My
as I expected from the very
god.
beginning. As the embodied... If you thought child had nothing to do with everything...
Oh my, just skip it. Just, I
So
can't,
she
I
chose
can't.
to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into...
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
The sad part about what Paimon just said is that could be karma.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey, Traveler!
Why is he smiling?
Stop resisting arrest! No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear? I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already...
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But the Fountain of Lucine? Then, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get...
Paimon agrees. Why should we give...
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual... Very well. I will grant your request.
Alright, now I have this new suspicion on freaking Nouvelette. But that'll be safe for later.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Most capable? Alright. I don't think you understand. This man just said most capable. He one-shotted child while he was transforming.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I think I know why. Actually, no.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on...
Vache.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you...
Vignier, it's me!
Vache?
I'm here! Where are you, Vignier?
Hey, wait!
Passed out, didn't he?
Vignier, is that you?
Vache. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off.
Damn.
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself.
God damn. Yo, what? Oh, bro. I had to mute myself for a second. I came in here to just see them reunite and have a like tear-jerking moment, not freaking another crime scene. What the?
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
Yo.
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Oh my God. No, imagine the woman you've been longing for, the woman you've been so in love about, the woman that you wanted to bring back, that you risked your entire life, the woman that you are finally reuniting with is just, oh my God, no.
Wait, you are not Vignere.
You're right. I am not Vignere. I am the sacrifices.
Oh. Yeah, damn. Now that I look back at what she was saying, it does sound weird. Actually, no, even then, I thought it was like multiple occupations and just her caring about her mom, but no. All these people are in one body. Damn.
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemonade. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is...
Why? But then, where is Vignere?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
You monster.
You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist.
Damn.
The only thing you are not is Vignere's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignere's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
Have mercy?
When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Bro, this is reminding me of, what you call it? This is reminding me of one of the rom-coms I freaking watched on YouTube, bro. And I remember when the women was like tearing this dude apart because the chocolate situation. Man threw the jar of chocolate away and jar of trash. All the women in the office start freaking buzzing. She was tweaking. Oh, there's so many of them. He.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Oh, well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
I need a ring. Later, the guards find that the culprit of the serial disappearances of young women case, Marcel, appeared to have lost his soul. However, the final report from the physicians states that he died of a massive fright. Oh my god. William Afton, huh?
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days.
I might want to save it for folklore.
What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Kiara, Charlotte.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Robe. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh, yeah. She told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true, too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the Opera House with the critical evidence, that you both...
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust...
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
Is this going to be like Sela and freaking Bronya?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Yeah, it's so good to have more friends that don't freaking try to kill you all the time.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's...
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too. We also think Callus is a really
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now. This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there? Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know. Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land.
Hearing this man's voice, I swear to God, I've heard it from somewhere, and I promise you, if it's someone I don't even know from any type of series or whatever, I'm going to be astonished. I'm searching up his VA right now. I swear I heard this darn voice from somewhere. I genuinely think I heard his voice from somewhere. Okay, Ray Chase. I'm done. I am so no fucking way. Damn, no goddamn way. That's okay. So that's two. So wait, that's two. Three. Wait, what? What? No. What? No. No, you gonna have to pass me this voice real quick. No. I promise you, I never heard.
Price for 2 lines unlimited from Xfinity. Some things never get.
No. Ain't no way for. By the way. Nah. Nah. If that is truly, if that's truly the case, then there's no reason why I heard his voice from so. Hold on. He seriously has been in Miles Morales. Dude. What? I'm not gonna lie, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen yet. I'm putting that to the side because they're being dragged out. Dude, I never knew. Oh, obviously, but still. Bro, I mainly though, what surprised me the most is Pokemon. I know, bro. I can't remember which character it was. Bro, I swore I heard his voice somewhere.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've...
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
I'm just stunned that Paimon even was the one to say it.
Is there anything else you'd like to... My apologies.
Yes, what about my boy?
Investigation has still not reached it. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the
I was not aware such a thing had occurred.
Hilo.
Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate.
Hello, Josh.
In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information.
How are you?
Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
I'm doing pretty well, HBU.
We will most certainly compensate him.
Well, I'm gonna be just dropping a lot of songs tomorrow because I couldn't do it today. But personally, I'm feeling very, very confused. In the moment, I'm just trying to piece everything together because one of my favorite characters, Tartagula, just got freaking was proven guilty. Like, bruh. And the only thing I could think of is the Oratrice is pretty much going off of either fate or his own path in life, and not just the case.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to?
The fact, this is the second time in history where I've watched somebody deny another character from transforming. No joke. Of all the times where I've seen anime, like, I don't know, like Dragon Ball, where dude sits there watching the freaking villain or hero transform and is just like, he just silently sit there and wait. Perfect examples of this would be like Golden Frieza. Yeah, Golden Frieza. Who else? What? There's somebody else. That's another perfect example of it. It was doing the Tournament of Power. And no, it's not Jiren because he was like literally way too strong. Who was it? No, yeah, it was Goku. Freaking Jiren versus Goku. When Goku was about to freaking go into his master Ultra Instinct state. Could have just finished it there, but no, you were just admiring his strength of a freaking fighter. Just for that same strength to not only dominate you in that darn episode, but also freaking, get defeated by the power of trust from hero and villain.
I haven't watched any DBZ yet.
To be completely honest, if you're gonna watch the old DBZ, if you do, that is, I would say it's a must watch. DBS, however, which is Dragon Ball Super, my opinion on it, I'll say it's not. Cause Battle of Gods, nah. I like Battle of Gods because with the recent like Carthru video about Super Saiyan God, I kind of like Battle of Gods a lot more. But once you get into like the Golden Frieza arc, which can't really call an arc, but whatever. Resurrection of Frieza, then the Universe 6 tournament, Goku Black, like everything after Battle of Gods went pretty much downhill.
Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description.
Because truth be told, the reason why like I really don't care about spoiling much of DBS is because no joke, it gets like ridiculous. Mainly because like you're sticking on one transformation. Because it's not like in the regular show, because you'll see in the regular show where it's just like, oh, this one transformation they've been working on for like years, basically. Then they work on another one. Then they work on like hard work. Now it's like, oh, I want to try on new hair color.
If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm
Freaking.
sure she followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese.
Freaking, what you got? Freaking after the red hair, I want to try blue hair. Oh wait, now I want to try out a combination of blue and red. Oh wait, you thought that was nice? Watch me change my hair to a deeper bluish color. Oh, you thought that was nice? White hair. Nah, white hair got nothing on me. Purple hair. All these goddamn hair color changes, bro. It gets it gets worse every time.
Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point, huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Yes. Is that it for all the chapters for now? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, we got ourselves another one. So we're on the seventh one. Yeah, seventh one. Yo. By the way, put this in here. To be honest, I thought Hydro Traveler returned to a freaking healer, but no, doesn't seem like that. Not that I'm like disappointed. It's just that what you call it. You mainly got people out here like super excited about it. What else? Okay, I just want to claim that. Anyway. But yeah, now that I'm out here, and there's a lot for me to do within here, let's first claim this chest. You know what? I gotta like fix my arm position here. I'm struggling a little bit. Alright, finally. Did that thing just turn into a fish? He did not mean use Hydro against Hydro, but okay. It'll take me a little bit to kill him because I just decided not to change for some other reason. It'll be alright. I promise. Alright, you don't have to slap a woman now. The music that's playing in the back, I love it. But yeah, other than that about Dragon Ball, I don't hate the show at all. It's just that I just wish like they took things a little bit. They approach things. Am I hitting with 8.5? Yeah, no way. I don't know anymore. But like I was saying, so no, don't hate the show at all. It's just that I just wish they would have approached things differently. Like, because overall, when it comes to me watching at least any show, at least the last thing I want ever for either myself or someone else is to watch a show and be hating almost every single main character there. No likable main character. Because the thing about Dragon Ball, it's no joke. This is me being serious. I hate Lord Beerus. I hate Goku. I hate Vegeta. I hate Whis, Gohan, and most of the other people there for valid reasons. With the new movies and stuff coming out, like the one with Gohan and Piccolo, yeah, done some good stuff there, but definitely have changed my opinion of Gohan.
Smells like something good is inside.
Especially that little child. Christ. And I'm over here playing freaking Genshin. Making that one connection. Hello. Thing didn't even look like it was alive for a second. Alright, so what we gotta do here? Oh, wait. I think it's windy. Hold up. Give me a second. No? Oh, I did not mean. Oh, it's still there, it's still there. Okay. So he's gotta find something around the area then. Wait, no. There's this. And then this. I think I know. Let's see it. I'm gonna take this. Don't mind me. No, so we put it in here. Okay. Oh, yes, we do. Come here. Yeah. You know, these darn puzzles in Fontaine are not so bad. I saw I have another case where I just freaking went to delete Genshin again.
Why is there a chest here?
Anyway. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I leave this area, let me grab this real quick. I did not mean to do that. My bad.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
I'll do that tomorrow, cause I don't feel like doing that much. Bro, there was just one right there anyway. I'll think about finding all those for this first part, cause there is, what, some parts of Fontaine that we need to get before everything's released. I want to see if I can, like, spot out any, like, potential areas that we can, like, see. You know, if we can. Cause I remember in Sumeru, when you get to the desert, you can see, like, all the new areas, or at least, like, okay, so that's over there. There's nothing over here. Yeah. Oh. That looks like a potential, like, area for its own dragon spine. But better. Hope so. Oh my god, I just now realized I gotta go. First, boom, boom, and boom.
Let's go get ourselves some.
I don't feel like doing all this darn running and then losing my stamina. So, yeah, I might as well just pick out these characters. Let's go with this one first, since that's the closest one. Do 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 do. So there's 3 of those things, OCI, whatever, these things are carrying it. I mind my own business and go my merry way. Thank you very much. I don't have the time nor damage right now to try and fight them. No. I can get over here. It's kind of like this area can be more, it can like be explored a lot more. Though, what? I don't know what just happened. Oh. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. I thought you would say something different every time. Right, that reminds me of Zelda, Legend of Zelda. I forget which. I think it's either. I think it has to be a new one. I don't know. It's like one girl where if you step on the grass and you step on it way too long, way too much, she just ends up just killing you all together. Just
Gotcha.
no care, just straight up just kills you.
Surprise!
Okay, that's interesting.
Quietly now.
Don't feel bad. Yeah. I was about to say, I'll be surprised if you can't find anything, but no, you can because yeah, that is probably our next area we're gonna have to explore. I am not looking forward to it though. I wish there was a way I can like just freaking go on ahead and like just cheat my way over there. Okay. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna just like chill out and just go here and collect this. Alright. Now that I've done that, bro, look at this god darn. I think before in the stream for today, there's one more place, or there's one more thing I want to do. No. Actually, there's two more things I want to do. Because tomorrow I'm gonna be on here searching for north of the Court of Fontaine. So Court of Fontaine, so north would be okay. I don't know. Should I go for? Well, I already got enough, so I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and try to find this, which says to be the north. So let's go to the north. No, no, yeah, yes. All right. Can I just climb up? No, I won't be able to climb up. Great. God darn it. Alright. Actually, what am I even doing? I should just do this. Why is that Helichurl, like, running around in a circle? Wait, did I get a key at all? No, I didn't. Alright. What's that? Oh. So, we come to, like, the north of the place. Issue is like, specifically weird to the north. What? Okay, this is kind of getting confusing. And concerning. Wait. Is it? No. Nowhere near. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'll collect these though, just in case, but not what we're looking for. You know, this is why I love, you know, more Pacific-eyed directions. I'm not even gonna try that. Shall I just search it up and see what it's talking about? Actually, yeah, that'd be a better idea. This will be the first ever time I had to search up something for Fontaine. You know, they really did not. Now I gotta see what this thing looks like. I just looked up like where they could be at, and okay, wow. I don't even know how I missed these. But yeah, I just like searched up and then just like, you know, just the north. Very high up in the north. Now, I just gotta find where, hold on, let me make sure that I am not doing stupid stuff. I'm so happy I got like Elon, cause the dumb part about all this is like a massive freaking. I did not mean to smack all of them. Ouch. Sorry to get you wet. Not like that though. Not like that. So you. Oh great, I gotta go right back down there. And what's up? Oh, finish that. Great. Just great. Let me sit back real quick. Ah, goodness, my eye. Okay, for goodness sake, my eye.
Surprise!
Yep.
And away I go!
None of there I can see.
Step on up!
Oh, I see it. Do 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 do. Do I have enough to do this? Yes, I do. $7,000. Okay. So now I need to get 3 more, 15 more there, and 10 more there. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah, so that what people, well she just came out, so, well basically yeah, she just came out. And this, where is it right here? Okay.
I'm out of here! Make my escape.
Alright. So now that I did all that, if there's anything else that I need to do. Just when I was thinking I'm like done for today, you know, the game is always like, just, no, there's one more thing you gotta do, child. Oh great, I wonder what this challenge could be like. Me at this point.
A chest
Bruh.
valuables and a trove of potential clues.
You know what? One day I'm gonna have a rage comp of me on Genshin, just raging. Not even because of just me dying or stupid bugs or anything. No, no, no. It's going to be me just raging at the top of my lungs because there's just more tasks to do.
Let's go gather some samples.
My goodness gracious.
And Shroud, I'll uproot you!
Alright. That is good enough for right now. To at least do this. We got 8. Alright. I swear to God, there's one more thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do tomorrow. I cannot be asked anymore. So definitely level up for talent. That's a priority. This one especially. So that talent. Does anybody else need? Yeah, someone else needs this one. Which one is it? Okay. I'm converting this guy back to the freaking Dendro. I don't care what anybody says. Do I got more here? No, I don't. I might as well start checking all the characters right now. I meant to do this one. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's the one I gotta work on, not the other one. Not to waste some resources, but that's alright. I keep doing that to me, to myself. I don't know why. Back to here. Dang, that's about it for all the people. Is that artifacts wise? I know for sure a lot of these darn characters like crappy ones. Revert him back to Dendro and I get a chance to tomorrow. Out of all though. So what? The first day I came back, Rosaria has successfully been completely, at least semi-completely done. Because this one is crap. Unfortunately. And also that one too. So, yeah. I gotta find better. Wait. Are all those... Wait, so if all those just... Why don't I just find a better one then? Like this one. Then using what? Where's that at? Right here. This. Let's see if I can... Jesus, my luck. Well, this is why, probably, anytime soon in the near future, if anybody wants me to try my luck on their account and whatnot, yeah, don't trust me. Oh, yeah. than that. Animal, I might need to get more animal ones, yeah. Don't really care about you, but what's that last one? Okay. So definitely gonna work on Animo and fixing Dory, for God's sakes. This is why I hate sharing darn artifacts between different characters. Bro, Farazan is just completely ruined. Godly. So apart from all that, it's the characters that I'm gonna be putting to the side are gonna be him or him or you know, I love how the moment I got Aloy back when she was like free. I freaking remember that whole situation. This year has just completely gave me like newer characters to at least help with my old setup. Cause no joke, I had to use Aloy, which to be honest is not. You're done? Like you're done. Cool. Shut it. Thank you. But yeah, never again using Aloy. Cause she's really fun. She's just not really dependable and reliable in so many teams. Though one day I do feel like building her again and then seeing about having some fun. But not right now. But as far as everything goes, I think there's nothing of note. Everybody has their respective weapons, it seems like. However, Candace, I think I would switch Candace's weapon with, with either Sino or, he's a Sino, so far, that's about it. HP percentage. Is that thing stacked on with HP percentage? Yes, it is. Okay, so that'd be good then. Oh, and I cannot forget to look at the thing, cause see if there's any new weapons here. Don't. Oh my God! Can I just? Please, just. When would Genshin get a skip? let's see. What in the... Okay. Well, let's at least look at this. When using elemental skill, attack will be increased by 12 seconds for 15 seconds. And a bond of life, where 25% of max HP will be granted. Okay. Sounds not that bad. Hmm. Okay. Alright, same one as the bow. But the catalyst. That's somewhat close to the sword. Yeah, somewhat close. What about the lance now? Oh my god. What? Toma. This thing got a... Okay. Whoa. We got a competition. Okay. We got a little competition. That's my boy Toma. This spear... Well, actually, the issue is after being healed. So this one's still the best. Dang. Funny thing is, too, is after being healed. So wait, hold on. So that could go for Shao, which I guess if you want to use it for Shao. Let me get those. So Shao, Hu Tao, and I guess Mika sometimes. But I ain't gonna lie, that is a good contender. Anyway, I think that's been going long enough as, to be honest, I'm very tired from playing all day. And I just want to get some sleep at this point, for goodness sake, man. Other than that, oh, White Blind. I might as well do this one because I need to give. Because unlucky for me, I haven't been able to do much of anything of what you call refinement. It's also unlucky the fact that what you call it. Because I'm saving this for a future character. I'm saving this goddamn weapon for a future character, and I did not mean to threaten that girl. Anyway, yeah, that's been all the chapters in Fontaine. The newer areas that we're gonna see in and the new stories I'm gonna get for this. My opinion so far on the story, pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie, I'm quite digging the story. Freaking. If I had to rate the story right now, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 5. Or, not 5, 7.5 out of 10. Sorry. Goodness gracious. I'm way too tired. Main reason for a 7.5 is because, I ain't gonna lie, most of the convenient stuff that's been thrown around, that is insane. Freaking, at least they got me to like Novelet, Navie, or Navia, whatever you call her. Silver and freaking Malus. And actually, you know what? Give the story an 8 because I said earlier they're gonna pull sort of cheap. And what I meant by that is I was terrified and hoping for dear God that they was not gonna say that Malus was the actual guy that was betraying everybody. I was gonna say they did that. I ain't gonna lie, I hate the story. Not because I like him, it's just because it's just, you know, oh, this guy been painted out to be the freaking villain, or at least you could tell that he's a bad guy, yet it turns out to be this guy. Like, oh Lord. But overall, I really do love this darn story, and the look of this nation is awesome. I just hope they don't, you know, do it like, freaking Samara. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Christ, dude. Can't have a break in this goddamn world of Tibet.